Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Deckin Around Deck Specs. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Green Man Winter Edition from Jocu Playing Cards. But before we jump into it, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
And please ring the bell.
So this deck is printed by Cartamundi on their B9 Slimline stock. It is part of an unspecified print run and is a beautiful sequel to the original Green Man Playing Cards from Jocu. You can pick this up from Jocu Playing Cards for $15. Let's check it out. I gotta say, man, I like the original Green Man decks, but I think this just crushes it. This blue and the kind of voided kind of cream that they use as the counterpoint to this are just absolutely beautiful. You can see the Green Man text there on the one side and Made in Europe on the other side. Absolutely gorgeous blue foil throughout the entire tuck. And then you actually have that little Jocu ad copy on the bottom there. But that foil pops so nicely on the entire tuck here that it just makes it look spectacular. It makes it look luxurious, nicely embossed as well. And then you have that interior foil printing on the inside of the tuck. Look at that, man. And that's
so cool.
And that's that Green Man face there, which runs through the entire deck, the theme of it there. You can see it on the back design here as well. The back design does mirror the back of the tuck. I just love like the ice blue color of it. Being Cartamundi B9 Slimline, handles wonderfully, feels great right out of the box, and this is actually one of my favorite stocks in production currently. You can see there it always fans just so nicely.
Yeah.
And then with most Jocu decks, you have this ad copy inside telling you a little bit about Jocu, the brand, talking about the deck and giving you their social media there. And then you have the Ace of Spades with the Green Man on it. My favorite part of this deck is that they really kind of winterized the entire theme of the Green Man originally, so you can see those little icicles on the bottom of the pips there, and then just like new attire and new coloring for all of the characters that were in the original Green Man deck. It's not just a recolor, they really brought that winter feel to the deck, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, this edition just crushes it for me.
Absolutely. I can't get over really, like I said, those little fun little parts to all the pips. I think, you know, as you mentioned very often with the kind of stylized pips, it's nice to see it on one. Sometimes it can be overdone a little bit when it's on all of them. But I think in this case, you know, I'm good with it either way. I think those little like icicles on the bottom of the clubs and the snow on top of everything makes it feel like the cards themselves just lasted through a blizzard. And yeah, the blues they use for the ice in this is so vibrant. It's just gorgeous.
They did a really good job.
Yeah, so for anyone out there who's really a fan of and I actually really like the small indices, not to interrupt myself there, but the small indices and the large pips there just pop so nicely. It gives such an artistic collector's vibe to this deck. Now you see you have the two jokers there and then a blank face as well. The interesting thing about this is definitely a collector's style deck. It's really probably not made for magicians or cardistry. You could probably use it to play poker. It is definitely a usable deck, though those small indices may be a little bit of a difficulty there. But I like the fact that they use one of the traditionally gaff card extras and use it as an ad copy card for themselves to kind of talk a little bit about the brand. But yeah, dude, this thing is just spectacular. Definitely my favorite out of the 3 available Green Man decks so far. I think a lot of people were looking forward to a blue, and tying it in with that winter theme, it really just made it work so well.
Yeah, I mean, this deck literally screams winter. I mean, it didn't even need to have the icicles on the pips or anything. It's just that color definitely brought winter across for me. You know, and being born in Boston, I definitely know what that feels like. And like you said, this is for me my favorite out of the 3 also.
Well, and it's funny too because like as I hold the tuck in my hand right now, like I'm looking at the texturing on it and I'm looking at the embossing and the minute detail that comes into all of the texturing and all of the foil work, and it's just so vibrant, which is interesting because winter is such kind of a monotone and cold and white holiday. But they did such a great job giving you that winter feel while still making it beautiful. Like, I love this deck. This is really a spectacular deck.
Yeah, this deck is definitely, you know, as you can see here in this picture, it has, you know, your snow around it. You know, if this deck was made in the East Coast, there'd be a lot of brown snow around the decks.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, post first day snow colors, browns, grays, yellows.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thanks everyone for checking out this episode of Deckin' Around Deck Specs. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you around soon.